Talking about mass media's impact on the culture. I'm Ben.
I'm Jordan.
Okay, so as you see up here, we have a graphic that discusses mass media and sort of how it influences society. You get all different types. You get news, TV, cameras, microphones, all different forms. Okay.
Alright, so our thesis is that Instagram does a very good job at promoting their advertisements. They're very user-friendly, they're a trustworthy app, and they get their point across very well. Also, if there's ever something new that maybe I haven't seen on the website that I was looking on originally, Instagram sometimes has it. For instance, I've had a new pair of shoes that I wanted before, and I couldn't find it on the website, but the app had it as soon as I went on.
So in general, what we see is, aside from it being user-friendly and all that, it's just an easy app to use. And also, all the sources that it takes you to, the different websites that it shows you, very trustworthy. It's no fake website or something, that makes your computer prone to a virus or anything like that. Very trustworthy. Okay, so mass media can be defined as different ways that people are able to sort of get in touch with each other. So that first graphic that we had where it was TV or radio, whatever it may be, for this specifically, we're going to be focusing on Instagram. And as you can see up here on this graphic, we get sites like YouTube, you get WhatsApp, you get all different types, Twitter, whatever it may be. We're going to be focusing on Instagram as our main point.
So, as you can see here, we have a couple graphs. So for this one, Instagram users by age. So for 13 to 17 year olds, it's around 6.47%. It's a little less. 18 to 24 is where it gets a lot higher. It's 32%. And then 26 to 34 is the highest. It's at 48. And then 36 to 44 is 11 to 24, or 11.24%. And then 45 to 54 is lower, it's like 1%, and then 66 to going on is less than 1%. So as you can see, I would say the 18 to 24 and then the 26 to 34 range, kind of the teenage to middle age years, is when people use the app the most.
So that's a great point. In general, just a sidebar about Instagram, very easy social media site to use. It does a great job of connecting users. You can have somebody in Australia, somebody in New York, whatever it may be. They can send pictures. They can send all sorts of content to each other. So as we see from the other graph and from this one, this graphic up here focuses on specific audiences for advertising. And so as we saw with high usage among the 18 to 24 demographic and also the 26 to 34 age range, we see here the 18 to 24 year olds, male and female, is the highest age range along with the 25 to 34 year olds for advertisements. So what that means is Instagram does a very strong job of really prioritizing, who they're reaching out to. Obviously, with an app like this that is, has such a far-reaching influence, it's going to get out there. There are going to be people of all different ages. You're going to have your 80-year-olds even using it. But the bulk of people are really between these two markers, 18 to 24, 25 to 34, and the ads really try and reach out to those groups of people. So as we will both cover, we've had our experiences going out, going on the app, and seeing a ton of ads that are tailored specifically for us. So this is a screenshot from my own phone. This shows my usage from yesterday. So as you can see, in general, screen time about 7.5 hours. But on Instagram specifically, that's 3.5 hours just on the screen, but in the background, as you can see, it adds up to about 4 hours total. So I'm clearly on Instagram a lot, maybe a little too much, but that sort of shows the influence of it. With the advertisements, it's very easy to start shopping. It's very tempting to start shopping. And as you'll see later on, there's a picture of the marketplace, and it shows how user-friendly it is.
Also,
But-
just to connect on that a little bit, Instagram has multiple uses. So you'll see like you can send DMs to your friends. I personally send like funny things to my friends. You also see like just like what's going on in other people's lives, like throughout the world. Maybe your high school friends that you might not have seen in a while. And it's just like a good app to just like follow up with people that you might not be around all the time.
Yeah, so adding on to that, I would say, I know for me personally, I would consider myself probably a heavy user of Instagram. I'm sure you would probably say the same. Moderate to heavy users, so as you can see based on the 3.5 hours, that was a little bit much, but most days kind of look a little bit similar to that. So whether it's ads or just, for a social networking standpoint, Instagram, very easy to use a lot also.
So advertising, so as you can see here, this is a picture of like the Instagram marketplace that like from the other day. You see just like just random things, a watch, shoes, and then this is a lighter, like just things that kind of cater to my interests. They do a very good job of that. Like a lot of the time I'll like just not even like search it up, I'll just like be talking about it, and all of a sudden it will pop up on my Instagram shop, and I'm like, whoa, I kind of needed that actually, like I can actually use that. And so I find it a very easy and convenient thing to use, and I do actually buy quite a bit of things on the Instagram shop.
So building off of that, the feature is the Instagram marketplace, and it actually tracks some of your online habits. So that may sound a little bit questionable, but from an algorithm building standpoint, it's actually very nice because, I know that Jordan was talking about earlier, the idea of looking for a pair of shoes online, and then you go on Instagram and then those same shoes right there. And so you can go on this marketplace, you kind of have some random stuff here, but you got your pair of shoes, you got all sorts of stuff. And so what makes it very easy, and a huge thing that we both love about it, is that it's so user-friendly. And we are both longtime Instagram users. I think it's been over 7 years that we've been using it. So we're quite familiar with it. But the marketplace feature, aside with everything else, is no exception. It's very easy to use. Just simply scrolling through. If you like something, tap on it, boom, takes you right to the website. Okay, so just sort of to reiterate what we were discussing, so Instagram is the social networking platform and the form of mass communication that we really wanted to focus on. Instagram is something that we're both quite familiar with. In one way or another, we use it pretty much every single day. I know I use it to stay in touch with people, but specifically from an advertising standpoint, I know that there are websites that I go on, and there are times that I want to shop, and it's quite inconvenient, or you get redirected to some other page. But on Instagram, it's very easy, just like using the app in general. Super easy to use, very comfortable too.
Yeah, and just to connect on that, I'm a freshman in college now, so coming into this year, I didn't really know a lot of people, and I went on Elon's follower page, and I just followed a bunch of people from Elon, and I met a bunch of cool people that I'm actually friends with here now. So Instagram is a very useful app to help you connect with new people that you might be meeting in the future, might help you with connections, and then it also helps you connect with old friends as well.